Now, most of the time, 90% of the time, when we're in a house talking about replacing windows, we're looking at single pane, most often aluminum, sometimes wood windows. Windows that, even when they were brand new, didn't operate the way modern windows do now. But today we're going to look at already it's a double pane window. And how do you know if you need to replace your double pane windows? Just because it's double pane isn't the end all be all. Now, what you have right here is a double pane window. This is what we would call builder grade. It was installed by the builder. It was not top quality at the time. That being said, it was probably a pretty decent modern window when it was installed. But you can see that this is an aluminum window, which means, and most likely, with 99% certainty, it is not thermally broken, which just means that it is a one-piece frame that is aluminum. When sun hits this directly and heats up the outer portion of the frame, it will also heat up the inner portion of the frame because aluminum transfers heat very easily. Now, I don't know if you can see this in the video, but I'm going to point this out. Right here, you see some flaws in the window itself. Now, this window had a low E coating, but the seal has since failed. It's allowed oxygen and moisture to get inside, in between the two panes of glass, and the low E coating is starting to erode. It's a really common occurrence, especially when we're talking about windows that started with a 1-year warranty. That by design, they really weren't meant to last much longer. Now, I'm going to point this one out right here because this is probably more of an extreme example. Now, this has a nice big stress crack. This was not caused by an impact. This stress crack is due to the fact that it has single strength glass, 3/32 of an inch thick. That is standard for builder grade windows. Now, because of that crack, which by the way I can feel it, so it's actually dangerous. Number one, because of that crack, it is not insulating the way it should. It's not stopping sound the way it should. The seal has broken and all the low E coating is eroding. So this window is really at this point not any better than a single pane window. And the thing that people don't always realize is the fact that if it's happened in one, or in this case two, it's already happened in several. It takes a long time for the low E coating to start to erode like this. So if it's happened to 2 or 3 or 4, it's already happened, or at least started to happen in the rest of the windows. So this is a perfect example of a house that needs new windows despite already having double pane windows.